Hi, Rick Seymour here. Now you're going to think this is very, very strange, but I think you need to take a failure to lunch. There is an amazing amount of research that proves that what we think about affects us. What we put in our mind affects us, what we allow into our minds affects us, what we expose our minds to affects us. At any point in time, we can choose what it is we're thinking about, what we ourselves put into our minds. We can choose what we allow ourselves to be influenced by, and we can choose what we expose ourselves to. Now, knowing that, we need to ask ourselves, what are we reading? What are we watching? What are we listening to? Where are we hanging around? It all affects us. And every day of our lives, we can make choices about all of that. There's an ancient verse that says, take heed what you hear. It should be pretty apparent that what we choose to expose ourselves to and think about is our responsibility and no one else's. I would encourage you to evaluate the things in your life that are influencing your thinking and your attitude. Choose to be around uplifting people that have similar values to you, who will build you up and not tear you down, who are supportive of your goals. Evaluate whom you spend most of your time with. I'd be willing to bet right now you can think of at least one person in your life that you know you should spend less time around. And you can probably think of at least one that you should spend more time around. Read books that lift your spirit and affirm you as a child of God. Listen to programs that aren't just addressing everything that is wrong with the world, but focus on the best in people. You know, a continuous diet of CNN and news stations will give you a very fatalistic view of the world. Sure, we all need to check in periodically, make sure the world hasn't ended, but unless you're part of the problem or part of the solution, don't drown yourself with bad news. Consciously do all you can to stay away from negative influences. However, I will make one exception to that rule in the interest of expediency. The quick way to categorize the problem areas. Take a failure to lunch. Pick the person in your life that seems to have accomplished the least, isn't moving ahead in their life, is a downer to be around, has the fewest prospects for success, however you choose to define success. Spend an hour or two with them. Take them out to lunch. Find out what they read, what they watch, what they listen to, who they hang around. And then don't do that stuff. Now, if you'd like additional resources or information on topics like this, go to godinyourgoals.com.